Hello everyone. This time we will reflect together on a journey through the world of relationships and social interactions. Often, we encounter people around us who seem close, but is that relationship truly healthy? Today, we'll discuss 7 attitudes of people who only use you and don't care about you. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to reflect on how these negative attitudes can harm our relationships. Relationships that should build can be threatened by behaviors we might often overlook. So, let's explore and understand these signs together to form stronger and more meaningful connections. Without further ado, let's begin. 1. Not showing up when needed. Healthy relationships require physical and emotional presence during difficult times, but sometimes we encounter individuals who are only willing to be with us in happy times or when they need something. When someone doesn't show up in moments of need for support, it creates a sense of abandonment and doubts the consistency of the relationship. This creates an imbalance where we are willing to provide support, but don't get the same when we need it. This absence can also create a heavy emotional burden, raising questions about how deeply involved and caring a person is in the relationship. This non-appearance also reflects a lack of willingness to share the burdens of life together, which should be the foundation of a strong relationship. To deal with this attitude, it is important to explore open and honest communication. Through in-depth dialogue, we can convey our feelings and needs regarding emotional support. Additionally, understanding the value of presence in all phases of life is an important step in forming consistent, supportive relationships. By building a shared commitment to support each other in all conditions, we can create the foundation of a strong and meaningful relationship. 2. Not respecting time and effort. Time and effort are 2 important aspects that we contribute to relationships, as if we were watering the seeds of togetherness and mutual growth. However, sometimes we are faced with individuals who are unable or even unwilling to appreciate the value of every moment and effort we give. When someone does not value time and effort, it creates inequality and sacrifice. For them, it may be easy to ignore or even take for granted the dedication and attention we put into it. This is not just a matter of hours or the effort we put in, but rather a lack of awareness of the significance and meaning contained in each of our actions. Insufficient appreciation can create a sense of lack of validation and can undermine enthusiasm for continuing to invest in the relationship. To deal with this attitude, clarity and honesty are needed in communication. Through open dialogue, we can convey our hopes and needs regarding appreciation for the time and effort we put in. Along with that, it is important to understand the value contained in every effort made in a relationship. Recognizing effort and engaging in mutual appreciation are key steps to establishing the foundation of a healthy, balanced relationship. By celebrating time and effort as an integral part of relationship balance, we can create an environment where every contribution is valued. 3. Contacting only when needing help. Maybe we have experienced a situation where someone suddenly appears in a message or call just when they are facing difficulties or need help. This type of communication pattern creates an unbalanced dynamic in the relationship. Communication should not only revolve around difficult times, but also involve presence and attention in everyday moments. When someone only contacts us when they need help, it can make us feel like we are being taken over or seen as a mere source of help. In understanding these attitudes, it is important to evaluate the way we communicate and whether the relationship meets the needs of both parties. Strong relationships are built on a foundation of open and consistent communication, not just when there is an urgent need. 4. Doesn't care about your welfare. Indifference to someone's well-being in a relationship opens the door to a deeper understanding of how individuals who simply take advantage of us tend not to care about our condition or circumstances. A healthy relationship should be a place where both parties feel safe and respected. However, sometimes we encounter people who don't seem to care how we feel or what situation we are in. This indifference can include various aspects, from insensitivity to our feelings to a lack of support when we face challenges. When someone doesn't care about our well-being, it's not just a lack of empathy, it also creates an imbalance in the exchange of emotional energy. A relationship that should be a source of strength and support can turn into a detrimental environment if this indifference persists. In overcoming this attitude, we need to set healthy boundaries in relationships. Expressing clearly what we need to feel valued and supported can open the door to mutual understanding. Additionally, understanding the importance of empathy and caring in a relationship can help create a positive atmosphere. 5. Not giving appreciation or thank you. Appreciation is a strong foundation in healthy relationships, showing that we value each other's efforts and contributions. However, sometimes we meet people who don't pay attention or even deliberately ignore expressions of gratitude. The inability to provide appreciation can create an imbalance in the exchange of emotions and support in the relationship. When someone only cares about their own interests without recognizing or being grateful for our efforts and dedication, it is not only emotionally detrimental, but can also erode our motivation and enthusiasm. Appreciation is a kind of glue that holds relationships together with positivity and mutual appreciation. In the face of a lack of appreciation, it is important to establish open and honest communication. Communicating our need for recognition and appreciation can open the door to constructive dialogue. Additionally, we can explore ways together to create a culture of gratitude in our relationships. Let's remember that expressions of gratitude are not just words, but also small actions that create strong emotional bonds. By understanding the value of appreciation and working together to build relationships that provide mutual value, we can bring happiness and satisfaction into every moment of our relationships. 6. Blame when things don't go well. Relationships should be a platform for mutual support and accountability, but sometimes we deal with individuals who see us as scapegoats when things don't work out. Blaming is a form of immaturity in relationships, where a person is reluctant to admit their own responsibility and, instead, looks for a scapegoat for failures or difficulties that arise. When we are the target of accusations for no apparent reason, this can damage trust and comfort in the relationship. In overcoming this attitude, it is important to understand that responsibility in relationships is a shared task. We can explore ways to build open and honest dialogue, communicate shared expectations, and respond to challenges as a team. Let's together understand the importance of taking mutual responsibility and avoiding blaming to create strong and meaningful relationships. 7. Inviting cooperation only for personal gain. In a healthy relationship, cooperation should arise from a mutual desire to grow together and achieve common goals. However, sometimes we meet individuals who try to collaborate, not to create mutual victory, but to gain personal gain. When people seek cooperation with selfish motivations, this can blur the lines between healthy partnerships and exploitation. Relationships should be constructive, and collaboration should produce mutual benefits for all parties involved. However, when someone only looks at their own interests, this can create an imbalance that is detrimental to both parties. In dealing with this attitude, it is important to carry out cooperation that is based on the values of mutual respect and common goals. We can discuss ways to recognize the motives behind invitations to collaborate and how to deal with situations where self-interest dominates. Let's explore together how to build a balanced and mutually beneficial cooperation, where each party can grow and develop together. From the discussion about 7 attitudes of people who only use you and don't care about you with a touch of Stoic philosophy, we can learn valuable lessons for forming healthy and meaningful relationships. In relationship dynamics, awareness of these negative attitudes allows us to maintain balance, establish healthy boundaries, and form mutually beneficial commitments. Let's continue to be committed to establishing relationships that provide value and meaning, avoiding negative patterns that can be detrimental. By combining the principles of steadfastness and wisdom in relationships, we can move towards a deeper and more meaningful relationship journey. Thank you for watching this video, and see you on your next journey to further explore the wisdom and understanding that leads us to more balanced and fulfilling relationships. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell notification so you don't miss the next video.